When American cowboys of the 1800s began using their best horses to separate individual cows from a herd, it was a routine part of the job. They would never have imagined that cutting would become one of the 21st century's most popular equine sports, with cutters around the world competing for more than $40 million each year. As a proving ground for a new generation of horses each year, the NCHA Futurity has played a key role in the incredible growth of cutting. Thousands of horses are raised with the Futurity as their goal, and you'd be hard-pressed to find a trainer or owner who has not hoisted the Futurity trophy in their dreams. The Futurity pays out cutting's biggest purse, as much as $4 million or more, and a win in Will Rogers Coliseum carries a lifetime's worth of prestige. But the Futurity is about much more than just money and bragging rights. It's about generations of careful breeding, expressed in a rare balance of power and grace, good old-fashioned cow sense. It's about riders who draw on a lifetime of experience as they ride a wave of adrenaline into the center of the pen. It's about that magical moment when the horse knows that it's time to get down to business and every muscle springs into action. In the Old West, a cutting horse might have started in a cowboy's remuda, but his special talents brought him to the forefront. He was the horse that pricked his ears toward a cow and followed her with his eyes. He was the horse that instinctively knew not to crowd the cow, yet was aware of her every move. He made the tough job of separating cattle easier and quicker. He even made it fun. Wasn't long before cowboys were matching their cutting horses to see who had the best. The first advertised cutting contest was held at the 1898 Cowboy Reunion before a crowd of 15,000 people in Haskell, Texas. As cutting developed into a true sport, it spread from the ranches to stock shows and special events where it attracted a loyal audience. Cutting moved indoors for the first time in 1919 at Fort Worth's Fat Stock Show. The National Cutting Horse Association was formed in 1946 to celebrate these remarkable horses and to give a structure to the new competitions. By 1961, cutters across the country were vying for about $300,000 a year. But the sport needed a new twist to take it to the next level. That's when a group of far-sighted cutters came up with the idea of an end-of-the-year event for 3-year-olds that had never been shown. With the biggest payout the sport had ever seen, this new event would become the focus of breeding and training programs and would create a demand for good, young cutting horses year after year. The NCHA Futurity was born in 1962 in Sweetwater, Texas. It was a 2-day affair with a purse of $18,000, 3 times larger than any purse ever offered before. The Futurity soon outgrew its first home. It moved briefly to Dallas and then settled into Will Rogers Coliseum in 1967, where it has thrived ever since. Today, as we celebrate the 50th edition of the NCHA Futurity, we honor the horses, riders, owners, and breeders who have made this the most exciting equine event in the world. The NCHA Futurity launches the careers of the athletes that will be the superstars of cutting for years to come. It gives trainers the chance to match their skills against the best in the world. The Futurity fuels a vast breeding industry where a good result can double a stallion's book for the coming season. Sires have stamped out whole decades with their influence. The 60s belonged to King Glow, the 70s to Doc Bar. Smart Little Lena and Highbrow Cat have each claimed a piece of history through their Futurity champions. And what cutting horse fan could forget the way Little Peppy slipped through the herd like a hot knife through butter? Or how a sure-enough cow pony named Lynx Melody had no idea she was too small for the job once she locked her eyes on a cow? Or the way Smart Little Lena launched a career that has spanned 3 decades. Cutting horse fans can tell you how Pepto-Boonsmall drew a line in the dirt and defended it to the buzzer, and how Metallic Cat never met a cow he didn't like. These are things that keep cutters coming back, long after the years of planning and the endless hours of patient training are forgotten. That magical dance between a horse and a cow will be cherished in our memories. As we celebrate the 50th National Cutting Horse Association Futurity, let's remember those great moments in the arena as we wait to see the next champion.